Today, we're taking a trip, at least a linguistic one, to the heart of the Philippines, to the incredible island of Luzon. We're about to dive into a special set of words. Words that do so much more than just describe things. These are words that actually build communities, forge connections, and create this amazing shared sense of belonging.
But first, think about this for a second. What's that invisible force, that glue, that really holds a community together? You know, what makes a group of people genuinely resilient and there for each other? Well, as we're about to find out, the secret is often hiding in plain sight, in the very words people use every single day.
All right, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at how language can be a kind of cultural blueprint. Then, we'll get into specific words that are all about collective action. After that, we're going to dig deep into the core philosophy of a shared self, see how that shows up in daily life, and finally, we'll wrap up by seeing why this is all so much more than just words in a dictionary.
Okay, let's kick things off. We're starting with this really powerful idea that language isn't just for talking. In a place like Luzon, it's more like a living blueprint, a guide that shows you a culture's deepest values and teaches people how to build a life together. And we're going to peek through that window by zooming in on two major languages spoken on Luzon, Tagalog and Ilocano. The words we're about to explore are like keys, and they unlock this incredible Filipino spirit of community. So let's see this cultural blueprint in action. We're going to start with the most visible, most tangible form of community there is, people, side by side, literally working together to get something done.
And that leads us right to this incredible, iconic Filipino concept, bayanihan. Now, this isn't just helping out. It's the spirit of communal unity, that powerful force that gets a whole community to move as one. It actually comes from the word bayan, which means community or town. So the idea is baked right into the word itself.
And here's what that looks like. Just picture it. An entire village, moved by the spirit of bayanihan, coming together to clean a river. It's not about being told to do it. It's about a shared responsibility that just comes to life.
And what's so cool is that this value isn't just in one language. Over in Ilocano, you have the word panagtitinulong, which means the actual act of helping each other. So you could almost think of it like this. Bayanihan is the spirit that moves you, and panagtitinulong is the action you take. It's just a beautiful look at how different languages celebrate the same core value.
And Ilocano has another gem for us, panagkikinaruba. This word perfectly captures that age-old wisdom we all know. Many hands make light work. It's the practical, common-sense idea that when we work together, even the hardest jobs become easier.
Okay, so we've seen the what, people physically helping each other out. But now we have to ask the big question, why? What's the deep-down philosophy that's driving all of this amazing cooperation? Let's go a little deeper.
And here it is. This is the answer. We've come to kapwa. And honestly, this is one of the most profound ideas in Filipino culture. It might get translated as other, but that doesn't even come close. It really means a shared self or a shared identity. It's this deep core belief that you and I aren't separate. I am connected to you, and you are connected to me. We are part of the same whole.
This quote just nails it. The practice of relating to other people through this lens of a shared self, pakikip kapwa tao, is the absolute foundation of the culture. It's like the social operating system that everything else runs on.
And from this one powerful idea of kapwa, all these other incredible concepts branch out. Think of kapwa as the trunk of a giant tree. In Tagalog, it gives us branches like malasakit, which is this deep, active sense of empathy, and damayan, the act of showing up for someone when they're in trouble. In Ilocano, you see branches like inamoyo, that sense of solidarity in farming communities, and panaga kikinamyamet, a powerful, family-like unity. They all grow from that same root, a shared self.
All right, so we've talked about the big, beautiful philosophy, but what does this look like in the real world? Let's take a look at how these huge ideas are woven right into the fabric of just everyday life.
These examples are just fantastic. In Ilocano-speaking areas, you call any older man manong and any older woman manong. It basically means older brother or sister. You extend that family-level respect to the entire community. In Tagalog, if you meet a kababayan, you've found someone from your hometown, and there's this instant connection. And in Ilocano, kinapudno, or integrity, is seen as the foundation for any good relationship. These are the little threads that make the social fabric so strong.
And where does all of this happen? It happens in the paymayanan, or the comunidad. This isn't just a dot on a map. It's the living, breathing space, both physical and social, where all these values like bayanihan and kapwa actually come to life every single day.
So,
After this amazing journey through language, what's the big takeaway? What's the one thing we should really hold on to?
I think it really comes down to this. Words like bayanihan and kapwa are not just vocabulary you memorize for a test. They're active, living philosophies. They are a set of instructions passed down through generations on how to build a society that is compassionate, cooperative, and incredibly resilient. And that brings us to a final thought for you. You know, this isn't something that's only found in the Philippines. Every single culture, every language, has its own powerful words for community. So I'll leave you with this question. What words exist in your own language that shape how you and the people around you connect? What's your culture's verbal blueprint for building a better world together? Thanks for watching.